Hi everybody, and welcome everybody to this new and rainy traveling with Fran, and today again with Ainhoa.
Hey.
So we're continuing our search for the tour we're gonna be doing in the Camino de Santiago, going from Porto all the way to Santiago, and today we're in the beautiful town of Cambados. Okay, always we've been laughing because I always say Cambados, but it's Cambados, Cambados, Cambados. With an A. That's where we are today. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful little town. Okay, let me turn the camera around. It's raining, so sorry for the images, but it is
drizzling.
But drizzling. Hell no, it's raining, girl. Anyway, so where we are, it is in the coast of Galicia. Okay, all the way in the northwest of Spain. We're facing the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, we'll see that this village, the village of Cambados, it is a beautiful sea village, port village. Okay, well, here welcoming everybody, it is the Church of San Benito, like my dad.
Yeah.
That's the same name as my father. The Church of San Benito dates back to the 1400s, although it had a big restoration on the 18th century, 1700s. So really it has become a mix of a church, okay? But it's a cool, big, huge church. I mean, especially for the size of this village. We have to think that we are only 14,000 people living in Cambados, okay? In front of us, we have the main Palace de Fefiñáns, okay? And it was the original market of town. Hola, Jackie. Oh, Jackie Thistle. Hi, Liz. How are you doing? Liz Lister for the Jackie Thistle. Hello, everybody. So here we are researching for the tour we're going to be doing in May. This main square of Cambados was as I was saying, the market of town. And the most important building beside the church that we have right behind us. Okay, that's a great view of the church. In front of us, what we have is the Palace of the Fefiñáns. Ooh, that was a difficult one to say. Fefiñáns. It's a Baroque style. It's from the 16th century. To me, yes, it's a Baroque, but it breathes more from the Italian Renaissance. Don't you think so?
It's quite simple.
I mean, it's very simple. I think it's very beautiful. Okay, one of the things I love are the round balconies. Let's say we can zoom in if my camera allows me. Yes, the rain is allowing me. You see these funny looking balconies? They resemble, or they are like glass cups, you know, like to drink wine. In fact, this is one of the most important wine regions in Spain. Somebody around here, I'm not gonna point who, is deeply in love with Albariño,
I like Albariño,
wine,
yeah.
which is the wine from here, Albariño, a very fresh white wine, super good. Rain, yes.
Yeah, it looks a bit like Scotland.
It looks a little bit like Scotland today here. So anyway, the Albariño wine, well, let me take a panel of the square, of the big plaza. The Albariño wine, it is from this region, okay? It's very fresh, it's very young, it's very, very good. And the thing is, it is said, the tradition says, that the first vineyard that was ever planted here in this city was planted inside of this palace, right? And the first bottle of Albariño wine was from this palace, okay? So really, we're not quite sure about it, but hey, that's one.
A legend, but it's
a
nice.
legend. That's what the legend says. About the origin of the city, really, we don't know who's been here. Or, I would like to say better than who has not been here. We would finish before, because here we have the Celts who are staying in here. Then imagine the Phoenicians came all the way to here from the Mediterranean, seeking for copper. Okay. Then obviously the Romans came. The Romans came down.
The Normans.
The
Vikings.
all the Vikings, the Goths, the Visigoths. Obviously 711. The Muslims coming in. By the end of the 8th century, Christianity arrives here.
So everybody's here.
Everybody has been in this city. So we do have an extensive heritage. With this thing with the Celts, we have to think that Ireland, Scotland, it's right across here. So all around Galicia, where we find our huge Celtic traditions. Here in Galicia, they play the bagpipe. Okay, so can you get more Celt than
No,
that?
I don't think so.
So really, it's one of those things that it's a beautiful, beautiful and rainy part of Spain. Okay, but it's a great thing. Today, this
Well,
morning,
January.
it's
so
January.
It's
Okay,
logical
okay,
it's
let me turn the
raining.
camera around. Okay, here we go. It's January. Unfortunately, all of these terraces, this is Spain. We love to sit outside and enjoy the day. It's January. It's impossible that all of these open air terraces are working, but they will work. What else about this town? So one of the things I love is that they celebrate absolutely everything. One of the most important days here is the day of San Cristobal, that they just celebrate July the 10th. And they have a very weird tradition. What they do is they dress up some cars, and what the priest from here, what he does is he blesses the cars. So all the cars are blessed.
Oh, good.
The day of San
That's a good
Benito.
idea.
Well, the day of San Benito, they don't celebrate it only one day. They celebrate it twice a year. One in July, one in March, which is like,
What
freaking,
for?
I don't know. It's a good excuse to celebrate. Anyway, everywhere around, we have beautiful houses. Take a look at all of these stones that are very big. And one of the things that I love about this house, it's this super thin column that holds up the ceiling. I mean, isn't it beautiful? So really, it's the stonework here in Galicia, as we were saying yesterday in Pontevedra, it's a very, very important. And we were saying again yesterday about the flowers. Here where we have, we have, how do you say, magnolia trees. It's a beautiful magnolia tree. Sorry that the quality, because of the rain, is not very good. It's not very shiny. We have also camellias, and we have bay leaf. This tree right here is a huge, huge bay leaf tree. Well, I didn't even say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's one more very cool building in here, which is the National Parador. The Parador of it was the Palace of the Bazan family. Okay, it's in Spain. We have some hotels that they belong to the government. Okay, they're run by the government. They're historical buildings, and they were of the 1960s, 1970s. They were transformed into hotels. Okay, one of them, it's this beautiful. Oh, where are you? Turn around, camera. Okay, this beautiful Parador de Cambados. Okay, it is a building from the 1600s. It's beautiful. Okay, I love
De
it.
los Condes Parda.
Yeah, so the Counts of Bazan. Okay, and from here, we only have one more thing, well, a couple of things to show you. One is this beautiful house. Because when we were in Porto, we saw, and we were saying, Viana do Castelo, all of the houses covered with tiles. Well, it's the best way to protect from the rain. Here, we're also protecting from the rain, and you have all of these houses also tiled covered. What else? Let's see if we can cross over here. In front of us, we have an Oreo. An Oreo is like an Oreo cookie, but with double R. Oreo. Okay? This is an Oreo. It was, in many places, in many villages, it still is a way to storage. As you see, they're lifted, okay? They have a lot of ventilation into it. But the important thing is that all of these pillars, the plateau that sustains is totally flat, so rats
Could
not climb. That's why they are this way. They are Oreos, okay? Which is like an Oreo with a double R. And here,
Like an Oreo cookie.
like an Oreo cookie. It's Oreo cookie. What we have is the bay. Now the tide is super low. But when we were preparing this, the waves, they were crashing up here. So it was pretty cool. But here is where you see the magnificent Atlantic Sea, okay? This is the beautiful Galician coast. From here on, there was nothing. Okay? It was very, very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
So really, as you can see,
This is-
Cambados is a beautiful little town facing the ocean. And I think we're gonna finish here because it's very
it's
cold
big-
and it's like,
it's
look
big,
at my
baby.
glasses, it's like raining big time. It looks like my glasses are crying. But what else? For next Sunday, we've been in Portugal, we've been eating a lot of codfish. 30 years ago, when we started dating, I think the first trip we did, it was to Portugal, and we fell in love with codfish, with
Cream.
with
Bacalhau
cream.
con natas.
That's what we are gonna be cooking next Sunday. If you want the recipe, if you want the ingredients to know about it, please join our newsletter and we'll send it to you. Okay?
Yeah, next time we come, it will be sunnier. Yep.
Yeah, hopefully it will be sunnier, especially in May when we come over.
Yeah, in May. The weather is quite good. It's quite surprising. In the summer and in the spring, the weather is quite good here.
Yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful week. We shall see you next Sunday. We're gonna be cooking codfish with cream. Everybody,
Great.
adios amigos. Bye bye.